I put my mind to it, then I got my pen and put my grind to it. Never easy, it was hard from the get-go. Start my obstacles, Jazzy been through it. I put my mind to it, then I got my pen and put my grind to it. Never easy, it was hard from the get-go. Start my obstacles, Jazzy been through it.
Oh, 2020, won't you go quietly into the night? Well, not yet, because what we have here is our best of 2020 mega test. 40 vehicles, 10 crores worth, 5,300 bhp, well, and a couple of EVs. So stay tuned for all the action.
Every year, our annual track test event is something that we all look forward to at autoX. It's the sort of setting that lets us focus on the job at hand and enables us to block out any distractions. Not to mention, of course, that it's the perfect playground. Now, while we always have plenty of fun at the racetrack, our annual track day is serious business. From putting the power down on the tarmac to high-speed stability, from handling to braking at the limit, these are the factors which for us as bike enthusiasts matter the most. In this regard, lap times play a crucial role, and to squeeze maximum performance out of a machine, we need professionals for the job. Thankfully, we knew just the guy for the job at hand, Simran King. A professional motorcycle racer and superbike enthusiast, Simran is pretty fast on two wheels. He is one of the fastest motorcycle racers on the circuit, and at 24, Simran's CV isn't shoddy either. You see, he's a two-time JK 1000cc motorcycle champion, and he's finished as the first runner-up in Bahrain SPK. This is also the second time that Simran was helping us with his fast riding skills after making his debut in our 2019 mega test.
Hi, my name is Simran, also known as Simran King, और आज की ये वाली बाइक डुकाटी V2 फास्टेस्ट लैप टाइम की है इसने, वो आपको पता चल जाएगा। और ओवरऑल बाइक की बात करें तो बाइक राइडिंग स्टांस से स्टार्ट करते हैं तो राइडिंग स्टांस बहुत अच्छा है इसका। थोड़ा सा टैंक ग्रिप इसका कम है, पर अगर आप इसको रेगुलरली चला रहे हो तो आप यूज टू हो जाते हो। ब्रेक्स बहुत अच्छी हैं, टर्न इन बहुत अच्छा है, वो जो इसका न्यू लुक आया है सिंगल साइड स्विंग आर्म का, वो भी बहुत अच्छा है। और इसमें जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स बहुत अच्छे हैं इसके, क्योंकि हमने सारे मोड पे इसको चला के देखा, सब मोड्स जितने भी मोड्स हैं इसमें।
So, the Ducati Panigale V2, the absolute star of the show today, because this is our performance bike of the year. This is the fastest thing that we lapped today, including the cars. So, a lap time of 1:03, Simran rode this bike, and this is an absolute beast. So, as you can see, this is a mini V4. I mean, the design now, it's based on the old Panigale 959, but this is now, it has the bodywork of the Panigale V4, and now it has the electronics package of the V4 as well. So overall, this is the sport bike that you need, because liter class bikes now, like the Panigale V4, they are really getting mad. I mean, the kind of horsepower they produce, it's really difficult to extract the full potential of those motorcycles, even on a racetrack like the BIC. But this, it's more manageable. It has ample power. It has got 153 bhp. The twin engine is torquey and it has power throughout the rev range. I mean, this motorcycle at the track, of course, it takes time getting used to, because when you're riding this motorcycle on the track, so you need at least 4 to 5 laps before you get used to this motorcycle. And then once you get in the groove, then there's no stopping you. You are just going fast and flat out. And the electronics, they're helping you all the time. One more thing that I like about this motorcycle is it's not as aggressive as the V4. So even if you want to ride it on the streets, you can do that. Of course, it's not going to be comfortable, but then it's not going to be as racy or aggressive as the V4. And you also save a lot of money on this motorcycle. So for me, I think this is the perfect sports bike if you want to ride it on the track, if you want to ride it on the streets. And most importantly, look at it, how gorgeous this motorcycle is. Everything, the attention to detail, the design, it just scores so high in terms of desirability as well. So for me, I think this is my pick from the whole lot we had here.
सो जो न्यू KTM 390 एडवेंचर है वो बहुत अच्छी बाइक है। अगर आप कंपेयर करो ट्रैक राइड से या स्ट्रीट राइड में, तो स्ट्रीट राइड में बहुत अच्छी है कि ऑन रोड, क्योंकि टूरर है बेसिकली, और लाइट ऑफ रोडिंग भी आप इस पर कर सकते हो क्योंकि स्पोक व्हील्स नहीं है, अलॉय व्हील्स हैं इसमें। तो पर टूरिंग के लिए बहुत अच्छी बाइक है इनिशियल सेगमेंट के लिए।
Now, of course, the launch of the year definitely was the KTM 390 Adventure. This has been the most awaited bike to be coming to India, and everybody went absolutely nuts over this bike. It is a phenomenal machine. It's highly accessible because it's priced very nicely, and for anyone looking to get into adventure riding, this bike here is an absolute beauty. On the road, it just handles so well, and it feels like a nice big proper adventure touring machine. Of course, this bike gets alloy wheels, which makes it a road focused machine. This is not an off-road focused machine at all, but because it's an adventure, it does have the capabilities to do a little bit of light dirt trails every now and then when you want to go off the tarmac. But overall, as an accessible machine that has almost everything you could ask for, including technology, looks, comfort, it is one of the best bikes to have been launched this year, and it is certainly one of the top contenders here at our autoX Best of 2020.
तो जो भी हस्क्वार्ना ट्विंस थी, जो 250 थी, वो बहुत अच्छी चलती है और राइडिंग स्टांस बहुत अच्छा था ट्रैक पे, उसको कॉर्नरिंग करने में बहुत मज़ा आ रहा था। ऑल्दो जो दूसरी बाइक थी हस्क्वार्ना की, उसमें टायर्स जो थे वो नॉब्स वाले थे, तो वो ट्रैक पे इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाए, पर वो रोड पे और ऑफ रोड में बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म करेंगे।
So first of all, please pardon me if I don't pronounce the name of these bikes right, because I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but I'd call them Husqvarna or Husqvarna, whatever you want to call it. And this is Whitpillen, and there's Swatpillen as well. Again, apologies if I didn't pronounce this right, but these are a bit of a tongue twisters. So coming to the performance of this motorcycle, it's based on the Duke 250, so the performance is explosive. I mean, this motorcycle, it's very compact and it's also very light. So the way it picks up, you can feel that inherent KTM nature is there. This bike really wants to go. I mean, it eggs you on to, to go fast. The only problem I see with the bike is it's very cramped. So if you're a tall rider, if you're above 5'10", you'll really find it hard to adjust. But at the track, that gives it an edge. Because of the short wheelbase, it turns it very quickly, and it's a very fun motorcycle. Again, riding it in the city, this is a motorcycle that will put a smile on your face. What lets it down is in terms of practicality and the pricing. I think this is a little too expensive considering all the other bikes. But if you want a motorcycle that you ride every day, or you want to take it out on long distance riding, I don't think this is the motorcycle. But as a fun package, I think this is a good motorcycle. Really, really fun motorcycle to ride.
So आज मैंने चलाई टाइगर 900 रैली प्रो, जो एकदम न्यू बाइक आई है। वो पुराने वाली 800 से बहुत ज़्यादा बेटर है। उसमें बहुत बड़ा स्क्रीन है एक तो, जिसमें आप कोई भी चीज़ मिस नहीं कर सकते। अगर आप रोड पे चला रहे हो तो आपको सारी इंडिकेशन पता चल जाती है उस पर। और उसमें अप शिफ्ट डाउन शिफ्ट भी है इस बार इस वाली बाइक में, तो बहुत ज़्यादा राइडर फ्रेंडली है, ईजी है चलाना, और कंट्रोल्स भी बहुत अच्छे हैं। और प्लस उसमें स्टेलिमा कैलिपर्स आ रहे हैं फ्रंट में, तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प करते हैं आपको ब्रेकिंग में।
So one of the best launches this year has to be the new Triumph Tiger 900, and we were all waiting so long for this bike to be launched. And I got to ride the bike in Morocco actually at the International Press Ride, and I was very impressed with the bike. It's leaps and bounds better than the older one. And then we finally got it here in India, and we got to ride around the BIC as well. It's an absolutely amazing machine, an absolute all-rounder. It can do almost anything, ride beautifully on tarmac. It can be a great highway tourer, and of course, go in the rough stuff is nothing better than the Rally Pro of the Tiger 900. It's a beautiful, beautiful machine. Another bike that we really loved was the Africa Twin. This is the new 2020 model, and the significant differences in this bike have really made it stand out over the older version. It's now a lot more accessible, and of course it's a little smaller, so makes it much more easy to manage. And the larger engine with the higher power output really makes this bike really exciting on the road. Africa Twin looks amazing as well. It's the most closest you can find to a Dakar rally design. So yeah, the Africa Twin really stood out a lot, and it's a fantastic motorcycle.
तो अब बात करते हैं हीरो एक्सट्रीम 160 की। तो वो भी बहुत अच्छी थी बाइक, बहुत ज़्यादा रिफाइन कर दी हुई है बाइक उन्होंने। तो जैसे गियर डाउन करते हैं तो कुछ भी रियर व्हील हॉप नहीं करता हुआ, बहुत ज़्यादा बेटर परफॉर्म कर रही थी।
So the Xtreme 160R. Now of course we are riding this motorcycle today at the BIC. It's a power circuit. And this is just a 160cc motorcycle. So in terms of performance, of course it's lacking. Of course it's very slow compared to the company that it now finds itself here at the BIC. But as a motorcycle, when you talk about the fundamentals, I think Hero has hit the nail on the head. And overall, this motorcycle, for its target audience, this is a really fun motorcycle. That's what we love about this motorcycle. The front end feel is really good. It's very compact and it's very agile. I mean, the way it turns in, it's very quick. Overall, this motorcycle, it has that fun factor. That's what I'll call it. It's a fun motorcycle, and at the same time, it's also practical. It's also fuel efficient. So I think Hero has done a really good job with this motorcycle. Plus, it's also priced really well. So when you consider everything together, of course, it's a great package. There are a couple of issues though. For example, the tires are not that great. Of course, for a commuter motorcycle, it's all right, but around the track, you do feel that, you know, probably if it had better tires, it can do well because the handling is really good. Apart from that, the quality, the welds around here, like on the frame and everywhere, those are not finished properly. I mean, that doesn't give it a, you know, premium touch. So there are some misses overall, but on the whole, given the price, given the segment, I think this was a very good bike. And if you are in the market looking for a premium commuter 160cc motorcycle, I think this makes a very compelling case.
होंडा हॉर्नेट भी बहुत अच्छी बाइक थी, बहुत अच्छी। जो उसमें फ्रंट में अपसाइड डाउन फोक्स आ गए हैं, उसने हैंडलिंग बहुत ज़्यादा इंप्रूव कर दी हुई है और ब्रेक्स भी अच्छी थी बाइक में, और जो सिटिंग स्टांस था वो भी बहुत अच्छा था।
Now another highlight of our anniversary track test was the Honda Hornet 2.0. And now this is an all new motorcycle. It's built from the scratch, and it has a lot of kit also. It gets upside down forks, and the motorcycle looks quite aggressive. It has LED headlamps, and overall it's a nice package because Honda has done really a lot on that motorcycle, and it shows when you ride that motorcycle faster on the track. It has those typical Honda traits. You know, the front end has a lot of feel, but I think the rear is too soft and it tends to step out. So overall, I think again for the road, you have to understand that we are riding these motorcycles at the track and we are pushing them to the absolute limit. But on the road, if you're riding in the city, I think that bike is refined. It has a lot of kit. It looks quite cool, and it has upside down forks. The ride quality is also good. So overall, that is also a very good overall package, which we just tested today.
सो ओवरऑल आज जितनी भी बाइक चलाई उसमें से डुकाटी पानिगाली V2 फास्टेस्ट थी, पर अगर मैं प्रेफर करूँगा तो मैं प्रेफर करूँगा टाइगर 900, क्योंकि वो ओवरऑल एक बहुत अच्छा पैकेज है कि अगर आप टूरिंग भी जा रहे हो या ऑफ रोडिंग भी जा रहे हो, तो मेरी पर्सनल जो फेवरेट है वो रहेगी अपना जो रैली प्रो टाइगर 900।
Again, the idea is to present you with the most sensible and clear rating system that we can come up with. Our full team of road testers score each vehicle on different parameters, and the scores are averaged to ensure that no biases come into play. Of course, we do enjoy pushing these vehicles to the limit, all in the name of science, because it's only when you truly push them that you can scratch beneath the surface to reveal what's underneath.